Hi everyone, welcome to my channel and happy New Year's Eve. I hope that you all have a wonderful, safe plans for this evening, and then of course to see you back here tomorrow for day 8. Today though is day 7 of our 12 days of Christmas series, where we are opening up 4 different 12-day boxes day by day, much like we did with our Advent series that ran from December 1st through the 24th. The playlist for that is up if you missed out, and there is still time to get in on our little quiz that we did that is based on those 24 videos. Yes, I know it is a ton of them, but I like a little interactive vibe on the channel, and the top scorers on that quiz are going to be entered to win little mystery bundles with some of the items from those Advent boxes. So if you had your eye on a couple of those things, you never know, cross your fingers, see how good your memory is, or go ahead and let that playlist run in the background and see how many of the answers you catch. The nice thing is you can go in and adjust your answers all the way up through January 4th. So you can try your hands at it, kind of get a good idea of what you're looking for by reading the questions, and then go back and watch the videos, and then go back and answer the questions. Just saying, just that's just my little hint as the as your teacher here for this quiz. All right, you guys, let's get into our boxes though for today. So we technically have a 5th box. It is the candle box that was in the My Trove box holiday edition. So each day we're checking out what little votive candle that we got, and of course I will have links for all of these companies in the description box below. Only a few of them are affiliate links. Most of these I actually purchased with my own money. Some of them I got a little discount on. One of them I actually got for review. This candle set that I'm going to start with, of course, that was in my Trove box, so that was sent to me for review. And that candle box, the last time I checked, when I made this video, you guys, it was still available in the marketplace. So check it out. The link they'll leave for you below will take you right to it. Okay, so for day number 7, and of course it is based on the song, the 12 Days of Christmas, and all those birds, it is 7 swans a-swimming. So here we go. Here is our swan. I didn't find out what day 6 was, but then we know there's 5 golden rings. So the 5 golden rings that's the day that I want, because it doesn't involve any birds. I don't have anything against birds, but you know, it's a lot of work. So this is Spiced Winter. Let me see if I can get that little tag to fall off. Sometimes they're a little bit stuck to the top, or the wick is holding them in place. So Spiced Winter, perfect that it's in this nice silvery votive. Ooh, that smells nice. So sometimes the spicy scents are like a little bit too much, like I feel like I'm living in a gingerbread house, but that's actually kind of nice. It has a little sharpness to it. So I've been really enjoying these. They have a lovely scent and glow for just a teeny tiny little candle. So it's just kind of my mood setter for each day. So I'm very happy every time I get to open another one and share it with you, because I've been using these guys. All right, you guys. So our featured box for today, because like I said, we have 4 boxes and we have 12 days. So each of the boxes will get a little highlight moment 3 different times. So this is already our 2nd round. And today we are talking about our BIRDMOSS box, which actually only has 11 days. Now I'm kind of a stickler. There's there were different gift boxes that had 7 days or 10 days. Obviously there were Advent ones, there were 12 days ones, some of them meant to be used as an Advent. I just love BIRDMOSS. I think their monthly subscription is so special, and I knew that she was going to do something really special with this box, so I went ahead and threw it into our 12-day series, even though it technically only had 11. The first day it came in an envelope, and then we have 10 different pie wedges. I just thought that was really cute how it looks like a little dessert box, and then on the bottom is where we have the numbers that tell us what day to open. So just giving you a little heads up about what this one was. So it was $85. She was kind enough to give me a nice discount on this so that I could share it with you. And let me just read it. It says 11 Nights in BIRDMOSS is a special limited edition box issued in November of 2022. It's offered separately from the BIRDMOSS subscription. I do have a code though to save you some money on the BIRDMOSS subscription. So if you haven't checked those videos out, go ahead and search them, check them out here on my channel, see if you want to get in on it. But I will leave that link for you and that discount code for you in the description box. It says, explore the enchanting land of BIRDMOSS with a series of 11 gifts. Each gift is accompanied by a passage of poetry or prose that creates your fairy tale narrative. This Advent-style holiday countdown is presented as a beautiful flower-topped cake made up of wedge-shaped boxes. Its contents are a surprise, but you can expect magical treasures, many handmade, that will delight all of your senses. So I'm loving it. Let's go ahead and find out what we've got for day number 7. So I try not to, so it's all like glue dotted together, but I try not to take it apart too much. And I do like having the ribbon there, the lace ribbon, because I feel like it kind of keeps stuff in place. So each gift does come with that bit of poetry, and I'll show you guys. So here is, I just kind of opened the little, oh, popped off, but that's okay. I'll put it back on. Each one comes with our nice little description on one side, and then of course we have our poem on the other side. This is so cool, and it's kind of like a little ornament. Let me show you guys. This would have been, I could totally see this being in the Literary Book Club's advent calendar too for a bookish item. It looks like a little hand-bound book. It actually has pages. That is one of the things that I remember doing in high school. In my French class, she taught us how to hand bind our own books. Like, we sewed the binding. She taught us how to do the, you know, the cover pages and everything. And then we wrote our own like stories in French and illustrated them. And I still remember that. It was just such a fun activity to do in high school. So yeah, same idea. You sew those pages down the center, and then of course you put one page inside, and then you cover it by gluing there. So it's by Igloo Letterpress. What a cute little book to hang anywhere. Like, I'll probably put this on my tree, but you of course personalize it by writing inside of it like a little poem or something for someone, or just a name or important dates. I think that would be really cool too. So it is a hand-bound book. You receive a miniature hand-bound book. It is blank inside and ready to receive your notes. Try using it as a micro diary to record a sentence or two, or a wish each day for a month. Or use it for more mundane jottings and lists. So here is our poem. It would have been fun if the poem was in there, right? It says, Programme du bal. You leap alongside the running stream, light and fast, then faster. When you slow your gait, you're dancing. Circling a fountain, bright and splashing, you make out a familiar plucked and plinking tune. Strange dancers with blossoming hair reach for the book in your hand. Such a magical world that we get to be in for just a few minutes each day. So I mean, I wish I could have a BIRDMOSS 365 days of the year. I just think that would be such a magical treat to have every morning with your coffee or whatever you do to wind down at the end of the day. So special. So I'm loving that one a lot. I hope you guys are too. I hope it compels you to check out their monthly box if you haven't seen it before. All right, let's go ahead and check out what we got from BAMBLU in our self-care box. So this is day number 7. They were really great about kind of theming it with all, you know, brown and blue and white, like different colored wrapping paper and boxes, and it looked really good, even though the box it came in was just a plain brown box, which is why I put it in this little white crate behind me, just to make it look a little bit nicer. But I've been really satisfied with the items that we've gotten in this one so far, and it was a decent price. It wasn't like too expensive, also because I did get it on sale, because they did a little they did a 12 days of Christmas sale leading up to Christmas. So they did their 12 days as an Advent versus the 12 days between Christmas and Epiphany. Again, they do a really good job. They've like wrapped every little edge. So, all right, so we got another nice little box. They did include a lot of nice little boxes, which I appreciate that they didn't just like wrap the soft items so they just look like little balls, little clumps. They actually put things in boxes, which is kind of nice, just neater. All right, so what's nice is every single one comes with a nice little card that tells us what it is. This is kind of interesting to me. This is another occasion where they gave us something really branded. Now, they did tell us that we could receive an ornament. Now, for me, again, ornaments, like, that makes me feel like it should be more in an Advent box, because you could put it on your tree if you're doing this as 12 days of Christmas. I mean, hopefully you're keeping your tree up until Epiphany, but you might not. So I was thinking it was going to be etched glass. It's not. It's just a plastic ornament with a lot of branding. And it's a little creepy, you guys. It's a little creepy. It's got a blue ribbon and it says, "He sees you when you're sleeping," which is like the creepiest thing about Santa. So, or Elf on a Shelf. So I'm not into that. And then it does have like a big BAMBLU branding with their logo. They could have just done their logo, which is pretty because it's just bamboo. That would have been nice. It would have also been nice if it was not plastic. Like, this is not something I'm honestly going to put on my tree. If it had been a nice glass bamboo logo, maybe. Also, this is creepy. And it even has like a sideways, like as if you were typing it, like smiley face. Yeah, I'm not feeling that. This goes in the pile with the journal where I'm like, like, that's not something I can re-gift to anybody either. It says Christmas ornaments are more than just decorations. They're symbols of love, hope, and gratitude. I don't know that this is a symbol of my love, hope, and gratitude. Hang this ornament with gratitude for all you have and hope for all that is to come. Well, now that just makes me sound like I'm an ungrateful wretch, but this is not my favorite gift. So, all right, that was a disappointment. Yesterday's was pretty good. Like, yeah, I'm not feeling the ornament. We got some good ornaments in our advent boxes, a few of them. This was not a good day for BAMBLU. All right, you guys, moving on. We have our 12 days of book clubmas from Once Upon a Book Club, which included a bunch of stories. So basically 12 different stories of varying lengths. They were anywhere from, what did I say, 12 to 31 pages. For the 7th story, it was one of the longer ones. It was 27 pages. Let me see if I can refresh my memory on this one. 27 pages, 129, all with very vague titles. The lessons carried forward. Yeah, so again, I get it. As someone who used to be a poet and trying to come up with titles, that is one of the like hardest ones, but sometimes you just want a title that like really tells you what it's about. Like, I feel like these are titles that you could slap on like almost any story. The Lessons Carried Forward by Jamie Perrault. All right. Oh, this was one where I showed my age because it was someone a non-binary person, so they use the plural form they as their pronoun in writing. So it was a little confusing to me at first, and that's just because I'm not used to reading fiction like that, but I got the hang of it after the first few paragraphs. I figured out what was going on. And then I think I took a look at the author who also, their pronoun is they. So yeah, I was like, oh, okay. It helped me like get into it, but at first, because it does involve like siblings, I was like a little confused if they were referring to multiple siblings or if it was this one single character, but I did figure it out. So this one was kind of fun because it was on the heels of the one that had the magical bakery, and then this one was also magic, but a little bit darker. There was a little bit more of a I didn't want to say Twilight because that was like young adult, but like there was definitely more, there were werewolves. So that's why I was thinking Twilight, but a little bit of a darker theme. So the main character has these wrist tattoos, which they've always had, and so they didn't really realize, but now that both parents have passed on, the mother left this cryptic letter saying if you make these adjustments to the tattoo, you will really learn more about who you are and where you came from. So like already you're like in this mystical, magical world. And we also learn, like at one point I thought it was like some dystopian future because there was this event called the Awakening with a capital A, but it mostly turns out to be the fact that I guess there are shapeshifters in the world, and they are basically second-class citizens, and people have become very, very distrusting. It's basically an identity quest to find out who she is, but there is definitely that element of magic and family. So I thought that was kind of fun. Let's see, what page was our sticky note on? It was on page 31, so this is what it looks like, and they give us a nice highlighted passage. I mean, I love that they were able to just print the sticky note in there instead of them. I know they do a ton of work doing that, and that's probably why, even though I always say, like, I really wish they would print their beautiful packages, their boxes, without the page numbers on them, but like they're like, we already go through hundreds, thousands of books and put sticky notes on pages, and now you want us to put sticky notes on top of the boxes too? I'm like, yes, because you take the time to sometimes put ribbons and wrap some of them, so kinda. All right, let's see. So this, and the main character's name was Faulan, which is Faollan, which I might be pronouncing wrong. It might have, like, I don't know if the L's are silent, like Falyan or something, but I'm going to say Faulan. So let's see. They're going through their parents' items, and this is how they're going to find out the mom's message to her. So, all right. So Mom's books, neat and organized, most of them hardcovers, and Dad's books, largely dog-eared, none of them matching. Fallon pulls the first book from the box, running their fingers over the familiar cover and inhaling the scent of many a childhood night spent sneaking books they were supposedly too young for them, that were supposedly too young for from their parents' shelves. Man, I messed that passage up. Let me read that one more time. Fallon pulls the first book from the box, running their fingers over the familiar cover and inhaling the scent of many a childhood night spent sneaking books they were supposedly too young for from their parents' shelves. Flipping through the book, Fallon waits for the pages to open to one of their favorite passages. So, and then like, in that case, I was like, they're being the parents, right? Versus Fallon's. I have to get better about reading with different pronouns. So let's see, day number 7. All right, here we go. Day number 7 is probably, I figured, one of our books because they're opening up a box full of books, and that is one of the promises of the Once Upon a Book Club Advent box, or 12 days of book clubmas, because they want to make it very secular, non-denominational. Like, that's why some people don't like to participate in Vlogmas and call it that, because it acknowledges Christmas. That's fine. It is just basically a Advent box in terms of being a countdown box. So like a more generic way of saying Advent would be, to make it non-denominational or non-religious, would be a countdown box. But it did promise, I got sidetracked, you guys. It did promise that there would be 4 of them. So 4 books. So this one is She Wouldn't Change a Thing, a novel by Sarah Adlaka. Let's see what it says about this one. When 39-year-old Maria Forsman wakes up in her 17-year-old body, she doesn't know how she got there. All she does know is she has to get back to her home in Bienville, Mississippi, to her job as a successful psychiatrist, and most important, to her husband, daughters, and unborn son. But she also knows that in only a few weeks, a devastating tragedy will strike her husband's family. Can she change time and still keep what it's given her? Exploring the responsibilities love lays on us, the complicated burdens of motherhood, and the rippling impact of our choices, She Wouldn't Change a Thing is a dazzling debut from a bright new voice. I feel like the title kind of gives it away, right? She wouldn't change a thing. It's like a little bit of a Wonderful Life kind of thing. Although I love time travel books. I do. I kind of love that sort of, you can't change time, or like maybe you can, or like, what would you do if you could go through time? Would you go forward or go backwards? I feel like I would be too tempted to change things if I went backwards. So I feel like I would want to go forwards to, like, I don't know. It would be really hard, because then if you got to live back in your real time, it would be hard not to change things then by knowing the future. I don't know. Anyway, sounds like a good book. I enjoyed that little short story because it had that element of magic, again, an element of fantasy. And I don't usually read a lot of fantasy. And again, it was a good challenge for my reading brain to get used to as well. So I did like it. All right, so number 7 for our YSM Designs, our final box for today, has this little Santa hat on it. And of course, this is our jewelry 12 days box, which you guys, I've been loving. I hope you've been loving it too. I think it's so awesome. Inside, we have our cute little paper heart with the label that's going to tell us what our item is for today. It says we've got interchangeable hoops with or without the charms. It'll be a fun dilemma to have. Ooh, another dilemma. So we've got the little cotton and our little package inside. So it looks like this is kind of a versatile piece. Our little snowflake sticker that matches my snowflake necklace, which was what I think we got on our first day from this box. So this was like the only like wintry theme thing, even though these were definitely a lot of, with the charms by far. I love these. All right, you guys, so we have this nice simple gold hoop, but then it's got this great charm on the bottom. And then of course you can just take the backing off if you want to slip it off of here. But no way. I just love, like, so it's nice, simple, thin gold hoop. That is beautiful, but I absolutely love the charm. I was like, that I can't get back on here. So let me take my snowflakes off so that I can try this on for you, and then I'll show you the other one up close, of course. Ooh, and it's got a nice big backing, which is awesome. And I'll show you the other one up close once I get this one on. These I love. I might even wear these tonight. I have plans to go out for a change. I think those are awesome. You guys know that I love a little bit of a bigger earring with some movement, but at the same time, because these little I don't know, sparkles, rays on the bottom are very fine. They're very light, very delicate. How beautiful is that? I think that's so nice. So there are, I think, like 7 of them. Yeah, so there are 7 little rays, little sun rays, and they just fit on there. I love that there's this extra hoop as well to give it some more length. So, so pretty and very versatile. Again, you could just wear the hoops by themselves. They're very nice and light, but I think these are awesome. These are so nice. These are like definitely my favorite thing today. Wow, these are beautiful, Yolanda. Thank you again for sending this box to me so I could share with everybody. Guys, this is some quality jewelry in this gorgeous box, which is now on sale. Use my code that I'll leave for you in the description box below. So, so pretty. You're going to see these earrings a lot. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Again, have a happy and safe New Year's Eve, and I will see you here in 2023.